And welcome to the overnight. Here's the post trade for the Giants. Hey, I knew they weren't going to do a fucking thing. I knew they weren't. They didn't need to. Who are they going to get? And what are they going to give up that fucking... It wasn't worth it. Unless they were going to fucking trade. I mean, yeah, they were interest, on Evan, they were going to think about trading Evan Neal and Jalen Hyatt. They're on expiring deals. They're going to let them walk. It doesn't fucking matter. That's $10 million off the books for next year. So we'll see what happens with that. And yeah, they got fucking embarrassed on Sunday by the Niners. Coaching fucking matters. That team is decimated. I mean, they don't even have fucking Brandon Ayuk, Ricky Pearsall, and they have Jawan Jennings and Kendrick Bourne and Mac Jones. The first half just fucking looked like fucking Bart Starr there. And then they allowed the 30th ranked rush offense of San Francisco to run roughshod over that defense. I think Shane Bowen is going to get fired when Detroit puts up 50 on him in a week and a half. I mean, I think Chicago might put up 35 plus. If they did what they did against Cincinnati. And they have a worse defense than us. But I want to make this a short video. And I heard a rumor yesterday, and I saw it on Twitter, that John Mara was all set to fire Brian Daboll after the Denver game. And he got talked out of it. It's not a matter of if and when it will happen. And I think it might happen after the Detroit game. Would we met, next month is Hard Knocks with the NFC East. Wouldn't it be fitting that they got that Brian Daboll get fired during those tapings? And Shane Bowen and Mike Kafka. It's gonna be really interesting what goes on in that locker room. So they're 2-7. They're gonna be fucking. I don't think they might be Washington, but that's about. But you can't guarantee these wins no more, because you think about it. Because we always said that, New Orleans was a super winnable game. They lost. And yes, they've been the games that are winnable, but you can't trust it. You can't fucking trust this fucking team. You figured the winnable games would be Dallas, Vegas, Washington. You can't even guarantee them now. And I know Jackson Dart's doing whatever he can with the fucking wide receivers he has. But the problem is that, Darius Slayton, who got a $36 million contract, can't fucking get open. And you got fucking Wan'Dale Robinson, who can't even have 50 fucking yards receiving off nearly 10 fucking catches. How fucking embarrassing is that? So it was like last year. Throw short of sticks, and pray for yards after the catch. I mean, during this offseason, it's going to be very interesting. New coach, new coordinators. Yeah, for what I saw yesterday, the cap, this is with a projection that I saw for the NFL salary cap for next year. It's over $300 million. So that means the Giants will have $30 million to spend. Their dead cap is going to be extremely low. And I mean extremely. There's nobody, Daniel Jones will be off the books. and there'll be a couple other guys that'll be off the books for dead cap. So we'll see what happens this week. Is Chicago a road game? Yes, it is. I think defense will mail it in again because they're doing this until Shane Bowen gets fired, and then once the second Shane Bowen gets fired, everything will fucking change. Because that's what's going to fucking start it all. When changes are made. So, like I said, I was going to make this short video about post trade. I knew the Giants weren't going to do a fucking thing. So it really doesn't matter. When you really think about it, the Jets won the fucking trade deadline by a mile. They got 2 first-rounders for next year, and they got 3 for 2027. I think, if they put a winning product before the Giants in 2 years, who are we blaming? I'm sick of losing. It's been going on for a very, very long time. With the right coach, the right coordinators, this will turn around very fast. I can't say that we're going to be a playoff team, but we'll be more competitive than we really are. I want to see a better second half from... I want to see Abdul Carter these last 8 games. I want to see him have 7 sacks. 7 sacks in 8 games. That's attainable. Kayvon Thibodeau, I'm projecting, 4 or 5 sacks from you. I think Brian Burns is going to be close to Strahan's record. But these pressure fucking stats are nice, but it's the finish at the quarterback is what counts. So that's about it for today. And I'll probably do one before, and we'll see if the Nets go 0-8 today. So, have a good day, everybody.